Hi everybody, it's Joel. Today is actually Friday, June 26th, but the video will go up around 12 noon Eastern Time on Sunday, January 28th. Just to let you know, these are, I was going to do one video with diecast and Brickz finds, but I picked up so much stuff I actually had to break it up into two videos. So this is just going to be my diecast finds for this week. For a couple different reasons. I had some days off this week, and I managed to go out to a few stores looking for different things, not necessarily die casts, but I had to buy other things, and while I was there, I found this stuff. So this is all from Target, Walmart, and Dollar Tree. Most of it is from Target and Walmart. This I picked up from, I can't remember actually. It was either Target or Walmart. I actually can't remember. I think it was Target. But the Matchbox moving parts. So the 94 Lotus Esprit 300 Sport. Rear hatch opens. 87 Volkswagen Golf Cabriolet. Doors open. Brand new stuff. Let's go on to this here to get it out of the way. In Racing Champions Mint, the 1957 Chevy Bel Air. And this is number 2, release 1, 1957. Okay, so I only found release 1. I didn't find the alternate version. This was the only one on the peg hooks. And this is from Target. I picked this up when it was at Target. I kind of like that mint green color. You don't see that a lot. It's not the world's greatest color, but I'm just happy that it's like kind of different. So, also we got the 1964 Chevy Impala SS 409, and that is also release 1. I did not see an alternate version like Round 2 puts out on their other collections, like I think they own Revell, and I know they own Johnny Lightning. So anyway, this is all they had, and to see what else is in the available. They might have had the Ford F-150 on the peg hooks. I did not pick that up. I'm not a Ford person. If it was like a new model in Hot Wheels, like a new issue, I would have picked it up just to have the first edition of something. But this also looks like it has an opening hood, metal base. It's a metal body, and I believe these are supposed to be true 1/64 scale. Let's see here. Forgot to check here. This looks like it has an opening hood too, so kind of interesting there. Keeping with, we'll go back to Matchbox a moment. The Matchbox, I believe I picked these up at Walmart. Let's see here. This is the 2011 Mini Countryman. Can't see what it says on the license plate, but maybe after I reviewed it. Oh, this says Cooper. Okay. They did a nice job on this, so it looks good. This I've seen before. I remember reading about this in Motor Trend magazine back in the 80s. The Lamborghini LM 002 or 002. It was actually a military truck, or intended to be a military truck, from what I understand when I read it in Motor Trend back in the day. I think like some Middle Eastern countries bought it, like Saudi Arabia, but anyway, this is an actual vehicle, so it is licensed. I do know is an actual vehicle. All right. Here we have the 1986 Volvo 240. I like the profile of the model. For a while, my mother had a Volvo. I don't remember what model it was, but it was similar to this, four-door. Actually, I think that car was a five-cylinder. I can't remember if it was a four or five-cylinder. Anyway, I like the color on this. I think the wheels look good on this. All right. That is it for everything else. Matchbox, Racing Champions, and everything coming next is going to be Hot Wheels. All right. Alfa Romeo Giulia T1 Super. I'm not quite sure. I think I picked this up before. This might be the alternate color. I can't remember, but I like it enough that even if it's not the alternate color, having two isn't so bad. All right, so this looks like a, that's weird. That looks like a green base. I wonder why. It's a chrome interior. Looks like it has a roll bar in there and a green base. That's kind of odd. Okay. Kind of like it. If you want to pause and read that, I had to pick up my '59 Chevy Impala. All right. Looks like the lowrider version. And this is the Lay and Low series. I'm not a lowrider person, but I am a Chevy person. I actually picked this up because I kind of like the color. Not necessarily a big fan of the this particular style when they do these cars, but again in Batman, so kind of like the color. That's why I picked it up. And this, I'm not quite sure if I picked it up earlier in the year or not, but if I did, all right, then I'm going to have another one. Eggshell Racer. All right, and it's 2026. And if you want to read the back, you can pause and read that. All right. In the special series in Hot Wheels, these are from Walmart. I only found 3 in the series, I believe. No, there's 4. The other one was hiding back here. Okay. There's 5 in the series, but I only found 4. All right, so no particular order, actually. This is the Audi 90 Quattro. This is number 3 in the series. This is the Audi RS5 Coupe. All right. Here's number 4 in the series, Audi RS e-tron GT. Don't necessarily care for electric vehicles. However, it was part of the series. Audi R8 LMS, okay, the Le Mans car. Also, I did do the Audi Mattel Brick car, and I can link that one up above too if you want to take a look at that video. All right. Anyway, I missed out on one of these. They just did not have it on the peg hooks, and that was the 84 or 94? I think it's 84. 84 Audi Sport Quattro. They did not have that one on the peg hook. They had multiples of the other ones. Also, let's see here. I found these at Target. think I found these at Target in the vintage racing series, Car Culture. The Lancia Stratos. They've had this model out before, so this is number 5 of 5. Here's the other ones in the series. Guess which one I'm missing? That one. All the Ferraris were gone. I think there was like 2 full cases of these put out on the peg hooks, and the Ferraris were gone. So, but in any case, at least they left this stuff. So here's the Jaguar XJS. This is, where is the number? Oh, here it is. This is number 1 out of 5 cars. Not a big fan of the white rims, but you let me know what you think. I like this one, the Porsche 917K. I always like this style of car. So this is number 2 of 5 in the series. And number 3 of 5, the 76 Greenwood Corvette. This one's been out before. All right, so this is a brand new color. Again, these are premium cars, so these are all metal body, metal base with real rider tires. And again, out of 5 cars, I'm missing the Ferrari. Go figure. Also, can't remember if I got these at Target or Walmart. However, again, in another car culture series, the classics, modern classics, the Mazda 323 GTR. Here's the other ones in the series. I did not find all of these, but this is number 5 of 5. That was the only one I found of that. In the Thrill Climbers series, I found one, number 4 of 5, the Lancia Delta S4. And here's the other ones in the series. In pop culture, this is from Forza, and you know how they kind of draw all over the pop culture cars, but in this one it's pretty much stock. This is the 66 Porsche 906 Carrera 6. Again, I kind of like this body style. So, I don't play video games, so I'm not really familiar with at all with these video games. Okay, I just, buy the cars. So, I don't know what it's like to play or run this car inside the video game at all. If there's any information here you want to see on the back, pause it. What I hardly ever find at Walmart is the Boulevard series. I didn't find any really good ones, but I picked up what I did find. So this is number 146 in the series, and I have by no means a substantial collection of these. Okay, if I have complete series of these cars, it's because I bought the entire series, all packaged up in a special gift box. All right, but here's the Toyota GR Yaris. Here's the other ones that came with this. It would have been nice to find that one, just because it looks like a 1960s stock car. But also on Boulevard, I accidentally picked up 2 of these, so I did save my receipt so I can return one. I do not need 2 Lamborghinis. So here is the Gallardo LP574 Super Leggera. And this looks like it is some type of lime green, number 148 in the series. Again, it came with the Yaris. Here we have the 67 Custom Mustang. I don't know why, I'm not quite sure if this is French or not, but I don't know why it's written like that. Mustang is not a French car. I don't know what other countries they sold it in other than North America. But in any event, I do know these are popular in the United States. Again, I'm not a Ford person, but when it does come with the Mustangs, I do like the fastback versions much better. So, and again, out of these 5 cars in this particular series, 2 of them are not on the peg hooks. What's that one? That's the Nissan Skyline GTR and the 69 Ford Torino Talladega. All right, they were not in the available. In Car Culture Transporter series, again, I can't remember if this was a duplicate or not. If I find it a duplicate, I probably will return this with the receipt. Again, I saved the receipts just in case I see stuff. I don't have time to take a look and check my stock and all that stuff. But here we have the 61 Impala. Looks like a stock car with the Horizon Hauler transport. Again, the artwork on these is exceptional. Here's the other ones that came in this series. So here's another one in that series, and here's the Ford Capri GR5 and the Fleet Flyer, the enclosed trailer. All right. All right, so got those. Here's the third one in that series. I did get all these. So here's the 20 Toyota GR Supra. And the Fleet Street. Is that? Yeah, Fleet Street. The color-wise, it's a little bit too busy, but you let me know what you think of these. So, and again, I got all 3 of these from this series. And again, I can't remember if I ever found this one before, but this is the 66 Chevrolet Corvair Yanko Stinger. This is based off a real car. Yanko Chevrolet did takes their Corvairs and soup them up, okay, and they call them Yanko Stingers. It's on a 72 Chevy Ram truck. So 2 licensed vehicles for the price of 1. All right. The other ones in this series, I think I had already had the Mercedes, and I can't remember if I had the Ford or not, but I'm pretty sure I had the Mercedes. All right, so I left that one on the hook, so I'm not in a hurry to get that one, and if I should happen to need it, I think I'd be able to find it relatively easy. All right, that's it for this. One thing about the diecast is I went hog wild over the last week with diecast shopping. I mean, these premium ones are absolutely expensive, okay? And also my brick finds, okay, for my newest hobby, which I hope you'll check out. See if you like it. Doesn't mean you have to participate in it, but, you know, see if you like it. If you like the content, at least. And it's going to be car content for the most part, okay? Except for some other things that I kind of like, you know, Marvel, X-Men, all that good stuff, okay? Or car-related content with the brick stuff. In any event, I am going to probably have to put a halt on buying for a while, okay? Just because I overspent. All right, so this might be the last diecast find video for, you know, a while, okay? Just to let you know, I did not stop collecting. I will not stop collecting. It's just something I do. Sometimes I'm a little bit more involved with it, and other times you know, back off a little bit and move on to something different, but it's just the way my hobbies run. All right. But in any case, just for financial reasons, I'm going to have to concentrate on some other types of content to post, because I have so much brick stuff that I can make plenty of content with that. But I'm going to have to lay off the severe die cast collecting unless I, you know, come across something special. Okay. And I just happen to be out at these stores buying other things that I absolutely needed. And I came across this stuff, so when I was there, I picked it up. But just to let you know, in any event, I hope you continue to follow me. Check out the new content and see what you think. The brick building I will do live. Also, with the brick building, I do have affiliate links, and I'll leave those below if you want to check out some of the products. There's absolutely no cost to you to use the affiliate links, and it would go a long way in helping support the channel and my hobby. Again, this stuff is expensive, so if you're a collector, you know. In any event, thank you for watching. I appreciate your continued support, and I hope everybody continues to have a good week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.